Hi students, welcome once again, and today I am discussing the remaining important parts of the chapter fertilization and implantation. So this many aspects I discussed in the video part 1, but this is the video part 2 where I will also discuss the other important aspects. So about very in the simple way I will mention the points. So sperm and ovum has to fertilize, has to unite. So sperm, the life expectancy is how many hours? It is only 48 hours. Ovum also live for 48 hours, not more than that. And after when the fertilization takes place, within 24 hours of the ovulation. After fertilization has taken place, how many days it takes for implantation? 7 days or 1 week. If fertilization does not take place, corpus luteum will be there for how many days? For 28 days. And if fertilization does not take place, you know what will happen? You know the normal cycle mensuration will go on because, by the menstrual stage, that is the uterine wall will shut off in form of blood and mucus and some degenerated cells. So this is the start of the mensuration with the menstrual phase. So the normal cycle will again go on if fertilization does not take place. The different stages of this menstruation, or starting from the menstrual phase, and then the other phases, the follicular phase, the ovulation, and then ovulatory phase, and then the luteal phase. This you have to discuss if there is any question regarding this cycle, So because questions sometimes come, what happens if fertilization does not take place? And the other aspects that you should remember in this chapter is the difference between embryo and fetus. What is the difference? Fetus resembles the human body or human structure to a great extent, but the embryo is only the growing or dividing zygote. So this is the difference. And how the sperm penetrates the ovum, because the ovum is surrounded by a layer which is called cumulus cell layer. So an enzyme secreted by the sperm or produced by the sperm helps enables the sperm to do this. What is the name of this enzyme? That is the enzyme which is called your hyaluronidase. Hyaluronidase is the enzyme which enables the sperm to penetrate into the surrounding layer, which is the cumulus cell layer, which surrounds the ovum. So this, if you can remember the name of this enzyme, so anywhere in any examination this can help you. Hyaluronidase. And now coming to the other important aspects, placenta. We all know what is the role of the placenta and how it is formed. So placenta is formed of two sets of minute finger-like projections which are villi. One set of villi are given out from the uterine wall, and the other set is the extension. Another set is the extension or allantois from the embryo. It is the extension of the embryo. The two sets of villi there in the placenta. One arises from the uterine wall, and the other set is the extension of the embryo, which is called allantois. So these are the terms which, if you remember, it will help you. And functions of your placenta, you all are aware of. Number one is transfer of oxygen and nutrients, water, hormones, etc. to the developing embryo, from the mother to the developing embryo, and transfer of waste from the embryo to the mother's blood. And that thirdly, the placenta is also helping or protecting, helping in protection or protecting the embryo, because it is not allowing the microorganisms to invade or to enter through it. Through placenta, the microorganisms cannot enter the embryo. So this is a protection function also, and very importantly, it also produces the hormones which are estrogen, progesterone mainly. So these are the important roles of your placenta. And about labor and childbirth also, you should have an idea, because that is there in your chapter. So the female body also prepares for this. The mother's body also is prepared. So some changes will take place in the mother's body. So here also, the reproductive health comes in question. So the mother has to keep a sound health before a childbirth. So what changes actually take place? The heart is slightly enlarged, the volume of blood increases, right? So these are some changes which take place. And the mother's womb also, the opening of the womb also becomes soft. So these are little changes which take place. A new system also of blood vessels also develop, and hormones influence the changes in the body of the mother. So the development of the breast and other things, a network of milk ducts also develop. So these are the changes which take place. And stages of labor, the first stage will start from the contraction of the uterus, and hormone secreted by pituitary helps in this, which is the oxytocin, to push the head of the body of the fetus against the cervix. So this pressure increases, and then the second stage comes where the before it, what will happen? The amniotic sac will break. The amniotic sac will break, which is enclosing the fetus. So in the second stage, the baby is delivered at the end of the second stage of labor. So after the embryo sac breaks, the second stage will start, which lasts for 45 minutes to 2 hours. And in this stage, the baby is delivered at the end of the second phase of labor. The expulsion of the fetus from the uterus is called what? Is called parturition. Is called parturition. P-A-R-T-U-R-I-T-I-O-N. So these are the terms which, if you remember, it will help you. And third stage, after 30 minutes, the uterus, after a short period of rest, restarts its kneading motion to expel the placenta. It will expel the placenta after some rest and contracts, supporting to close or constrict the enclosed blood vessels. So these changes will take place in the third stage after 30 minutes of the birth. This reduces the possibility of hemorrhage. So there will be no hemorrhage. Again, it will come back to the normal situation or position. So these are the some important aspects which I tried to cover here, so that any question comes, because reproductive system, always remember, is very important. From examination point of view, in any level, after these exams, you have to appear in many competitive exams. So there also, the students who will be opting PCB, it will help them because gaining knowledge there is no end, and it will help you somewhere or the other always if you are learning, continuously. So with that, I end this or close this chapter here and wish you the very best in your exams. So thank you very much. God bless you all.